Let's go, whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm very ready and very excited. I didn't give an update for so long, and thankfully, I have a cameraman today. So this channel is all about, for now, preparing one big race, that is the Ironman happening in August here in Copenhagen. But now I got quite fond of triathlon, and that's why I have to actually sign up for 2 more. Yeah, that's it. Why are you going around like a bee? Okay, I probably mispronounced this, but the first one is Minde Triathlon, and is 1/4 of a triathlon here in Denmark. So this race is a bit shorter, but it still looks like a proper race because it's a swim in the beach, a 50-kilometer bike course, and then 10.5-kilometer run around Eno. That's a small island in Denmark. It looks scenic, but also fast, and I think it's going to be a good first test to see where my aerobic base is. Obviously, I'm not reading from my phone. After that, I think I'm more serious, and I sign up for Ironman 70.3 Gdańsk in Poland. That's a half Ironman, which turns to 1.9 kilometers of swimming, 90 kilometers on the bike, and then half a marathon to run. The swim is in the Baltic Sea. The bike goes through very scenic road, I guess. And then the run finishes along the seafront in Gdańsk or Gdynia. It looks beautiful, definitely won't be easy, but with all the training that I'm doing, I'm not too scared to finish it. I just gonna try to finish it strong and quite fast. I think it's gonna work very well for my VO2 max, honestly. Then we finally have the big one. We have the Ironman Copenhagen full distance, 3.8 kilometers of swimming, 180 kilometers cycling, and then a full marathon. The race starts in Amastrand. I don't have to say about this, whatever. Everybody knows about.
No,
maybe.
nobody knows about where it starts.
Okay, then I just keep on reading. The race starts around Amastrand and finishes in the city at Christiansborg Palace Square. This is it. Okay, so 3 races lined up. Very excited. They go from 1/4 to a half to a full Ironman in just in less than 3 months, actually. And yeah, we're ready. But looking into race preparation or race readiness, let's look at my training status. So starting from my strong suit, that is running, we saw from the Thailand video, it was already quite good. Now I got the proof. I just ran a Copenhagen Marathon with this hat on, by the way, and I didn't even mean to go fast. I just meant to use it for training, and it still went very well. I got my new personal best, and that was 3:21. I had some stops on the way to make it more fun. I don't want to get into any injuries, so I'm not pushing myself too hard everything I do, but I still do a lot. Getting into biking, sessions are getting longer and longer, especially in the weekends when I have more time, and it's also getting more fun because biking indoor, honestly, it was getting a bit tiring. Now I go out a lot and I get to practice the aero position. It's still a bit too tough and I can't hold it too long. I'm working on it, and also getting out there is so much different than staying indoor in terms of vibrations and control over the bike. Also, there's the risk factor, not only that you can get run over by a car, but even crushing yourself, because I mean, biking for so many hours is tiring, and then you lose control. Staying very low, in particular my bike has a handlebar that is parallel to the ground, which makes it very hard to stay low and look up. I mean, at least it's hard on the body and especially in the neck. You can quite lose focus, and yeah, I'm working on it. I'm probably gonna fix the handlebars to start with, but also get low as much as possible before the race. Swimming doesn't scare me anymore at all, because I think that all the training that I did with some friends that actually know how to swim really helped with my technique. And it's very true when people say that swimming is all about technique, because when I started with that, I couldn't do more than 200 meters, and that was less than a year ago. And look at me now. I went for distances up to 3K. I can still go too fast, but in the wetsuit when I go open water, which is also something else that I started doing, getting in the open water is so much different than a swimming pool. But the good thing is that I feel comfortable in both, so both open water and in the swimming pool. What I prefer, honestly, open water.
This has a potential for a viral audio. What I prefer, honestly, open water. Proceeds to insert some crazy shit that you've been doing. Okay, anyway.
Edit. And also talking about training status, I started combining all the three disciplines together. In particular for, let me try again. For Keremeksminde triathlon, I also learned how difficult it is to do transitions. So I know that this week, that's the week in which I will have the first race, is gonna be probably funny, looking at me trying to get changed, etc. Because I didn't train that much. But at least that's also a test. So let's see how that goes. I have some funny video that I will probably put on in which I'm trying to do the transition. It's not looking good, but yeah, I'll just leave it out there. And also the best win is that talking to my ChatGPT, it went from don't even think about signing up to an Ironman to you could potentially do a sub 11 Ironman. I don't know how much ChatGPT can be right, but now it's managing my whole training plan. Actually, it's not ChatGPT, it's Claude. Yeah. I mean, I had the subscription for the thesis. I used it.
Use it.
Yeah. Moving to the third point of today, how do I feel about all this situation? And I already had a video in which I talked about that. I think it was, if not the last, the second last that I made. And the points didn't change. I think I proved myself right. I feel better than ever, stronger. So cool, to be honest. I mean, managing this whole routine in which you work, you study, you train so many hours, and you get better at everything. You feel like a Superman. And then, yeah, I'm not Superman though.
You need to edit like a cape.
You know what's the best part about training for an Ironman, Eli?
What?
Is that everybody will see you as a professional athlete, and then you just arrive last. About the next steps, it's not just about this race, it's about a full focus on training that is even deeper than before. Like, I'm also matching my lifestyle more and more to the one of an athlete. So I'm cutting out late night drinking and all things that can get me far away from the goal. More and more deeply. I honestly was not too diligent about it, and I saw that my body didn't respond well to it. So now I have to put the utter focus on training, and that's gonna be my summer. I'm also gonna try to post more. I definitely will, actually, because I said I'm gonna bring this experience online, so I'm a man of my word. I will do it until the day of the race, and that's pretty much it for today. So wish me luck.
Message to anyone listening to this, motivational so far. Like, what would you say to somebody who's looking at you and is thinking, wow, I could never do something like this?
Yeah, just fucking do it.
Yay. You copied that from 90.
Woo! Goodbye.